Unique design, technique, and skill. Today we're looking at the Mk-17 Tiger Fang. What's going on, all you Ghost Recon Wildlands fans? Unpredictable 60 here, bringing you guys the next gun review in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Today we're looking at the assault rifle, the Mk-17 Tiger Fang, otherwise known as the Scar H or L, whichever you think is the best fit for this. This honestly looks like the Scar H, but that's just my opinion. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the unique look to this thing. Of course, it resembles like a tiger camo from any other shooter that you might have seen, such as MW2 or even Battlefield, if you want to go with that. And also, you guys can see that you guys just witnessed that this thing does already come with the things already presented to you, such as the, I think this is called the I forgot what kind of, the hybrid sight is what it's called. And I actually like this sight because you have two different fields of vision here. You can actually zoom in somewhat decently, or you can zoom in even closer than that. You can magnify the holographic sight with this other sight that's already on here. And like I said, this weapon is already previously built. It's already customly made, so you can't really do too much with this weapon. It comes as is, but as you guys can see, the execution for this weapon is flawless. It's like immediate contact to your enemy when you're trying to take them out from a long distance or short distance. It's immediate contact. It may not be the quietest weapon, it doesn't sound like it was that quiet, but it just still delivers a perfect shot to your enemy. You don't have to take that much time taking people out.
That's a kill.
It is very powerful, and it is something that I'd recommend for those of you wanting to use a very powerful and yet accurate assault rifle. The Scar or the Mk-17 Tiger Fang is the way to go. I would definitely recommend this for people looking to use something that's efficient and something that's that allows you very good mobility, and it to me just really has all kinds of good perks to it. Now there are cons to this weapon as well, but I'll get to that later. I just want to talk about the good things that I've seen with this weapon, and it's actually really fun to use. And that was just a really cool takedown. I really don't know if there's like multiple takedowns to this whole thing, but it was really cool to see just that. Even right here, you see you can use this as a sniper just because it does have a very far range, and it does allow you to have a scope that further magnifies the holographic sight. So if you wanted to use it as a sniper, I wouldn't go too crazy with it. I would probably recommend up to 150 meters at best if you want to be the most accurate. Anything after that, you'll probably be missing and getting very inaccurate shots. But for some reason, the Scar in this game has a very high, I guess you could say, range. And it really is just, I guess, realistic, because this weapon already has probably a long barrel on it to where you could use this as a long range weapon. And that's one of the things I really like about this game, is that you can get very detailed down to even the barrel size, and that's really cool to me. So hopefully you all just continue to look more into this weapon and even recommend it for yourself, because this might be something that you need in order to have a very useful weapon throughout the entire game. Now, along with the range for this weapon, the damage output is really there. All you have to do is just go ahead and look into your skill tree, and you really want to make sure that your steady aim and that your suppressor and hip fire thing are all the way up, because that will definitely allow you to best utilize this weapon to its ability, and that way you're getting the most use out of this weapon as you possibly can. And you're not sitting there struggling trying to do anything like aiming and get a straight shot. You just have an easy way of doing that, and that's just honestly the best way I've seen to do stuff on this game, is by upgrading your skill tree. And then that way, any weapon that you pick up and use, I mean, you pretty much can use it to the best of what it gives you for the stats. Now, I know a lot of you are probably skeptical about what weapon to use and buying these packs, because it's probably like, okay, well, do I really want to put more money into this game after I just bought the game and maybe even the season pass? Is it really worth me putting more extra money into it? As far as I can see, it looks like a pretty promising game. It looks like pretty promising content, and it hasn't yet disappointed. And even this outfit is a part of that DLC, and I think that it's probably something that you might want to invest a little money into, just because it just looks like something that's worth the time. And honestly, I've probably seen I have not yet to put actual money into this game yet, but from what I've seen, I probably will end up doing that at some point. But you know, just seeing my friend do it looks pretty interesting, and I'm really thankful that he did provide me with this footage to present to you all, and it just looks like some fun stuff to end up using. And I mean, even the designs for some of these things are really cool, and that's one of the things that stands out to me the most, is how cool these weapons look. I mean, you don't get weapons that look this way, and you can't really just buy skin packs in this game yet. So if you wanted any weapon that looked cool, it had a really good performance, and this is probably one of the quickest ways to get such a weapon. Now, without a doubt, the Scar H, I'm gonna go ahead and call it that, because that's basically what this is, but we'll call it Tiger Fang, without a doubt has a really high damage output, given the fact that Scar H's are very powerful. They're pretty up there with the AK-47s. I know AK-47s in most games have a really high damage output. So if you want to take out weapons with really with quickness and ease, this is one of the ways to go and do that, just so you won't have to spend much time dealing with any turret vehicles or any helicopters or such as that. And I'm pretty sure this weapon without a silencer would be just as effective as it would be with a silencer, and it's just really flawless of a weapon so far. Now, if you want to talk on anything about negative things with this weapon, I would probably have to say, like I said earlier, it's really probably just being quiet with this weapon. I don't know if this weapon would be the best suited weapon just to actually be stealth with, because it does sound very kind of loud, and it probably would alert anyone who was near you. So you have to be careful when using weapons like this, because, you know, like I said, it's pretty much all to do with the loudness of this weapon, and it's not really something you can control, even putting a silencer on it, because these weapons come as is, and any weapon that you pick up, whatever it says for the silence noise reduction, whenever you put the silencer on, there's only so much you can do. You know, there's only that one thing, and putting a silencer on this weapon, or any weapon, does reduce the damage output unless you upgrade to the advanced suppressor, which is actually a really good investment, because doing that will actually minimize and just completely cancel the damage reduction at all, and you put silencers on weapons. So that's really a good investment for anybody looking to use a good weapon that's loud but with a silencer and doesn't want to take away from their damage output. You're still putting out the same amount of damage if you get the advanced suppressor upgrade in the skill tree. But really, I don't think there's much else to say and describe for this weapon, but it's definitely good for breaching and clearing. As you guys can see right here, it's very good. You want to use it at close range, and you definitely want to do, I feel like anytime you bust into a building, you want to go, he messed up because he wasn't shooting. That's why he ended up going down right here. Now, if you went in here in third person, it's probably the best way to do that, and then that way you don't have to worry about trying to, because when you scope in, it makes you move very slowly, looking to your left or right, so you're not really able to pinpoint your enemy and knock them out and take them out as efficiently as you could as if you were in third person. Like I said, this weapon is very powerful, and even at close range, of course, you're going to be taking people out in like a shot or two if you shoot them in the chest or in the head or anything like that. Of course, that's where the heart and the brain are. Anything like that will definitely guarantee you a kill almost immediately. So it's very effective at close range just as much as it is far range. People don't even stand a chance when it comes to the Mk-17 Tiger Fang. But on that note, I think I'm going to end the video right here. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, then please go ahead and give me a like and show your support by sharing this video with as many people as you can. That way we can actually show this video how useful these weapons are. And if you guys are fans of Ghost Recon, go ahead and subscribe, because there will be a lot more of these videos coming your way. There's still a lot more guns to show off, and I'm more than happy to show them to you guys. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below in the comment section. And on that note, this has been your broadcast. Unpredictable is out.